Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Seven, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Seven's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations we give her while we are working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go to the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Seven's been fitted with her own personal training collar, and we'll show you how to properly use this during your one-on-one lesson. Seven is seated on Fred's left, which is where all our obedience training is done. The first command they'll demonstrate is heeling, which is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Seven take off doing that now. The command you want to use for this is Seven, heel, and then you just start walking and she'll fall in line on your left-hand side. And we've also gone ahead and incorporated our automatic sit into this. So anytime Fred stops his feet, Seven will sit. There's the automatic sit. Now it's important when you're heeling Seven that she walks nicely at your pace on your left-hand side without trying to pull ahead of you or lag behind. If she did attempt to pull ahead or lag behind, you say no, give a tug and let go correction to the training collar, repeat the command to heel, and start walking again. Next, I'll demonstrate our stay command, which is a hand and voice command. Fred will use the open flat of his left palm and inch or so from Seven's muzzle and the one-word command to stay. He walks out to the end of the training leash. It's a great exercise to build up self-control and maturity in Seven. You want to start practicing this one at about a minute and work your way up in increments to about 3. Now as Fred returns back to Seven, he's going to walk all the way around her, providing an added distraction as he goes behind her, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. She holds that sit-stay throughout. He gave her a little praise and takes off heeling again. We'll show you a little more of the heel, sit, and stay. There's the automatic sit.
Stay.
He gives her the stay again, back out to the end of that leash.
Seven, come.
This time he'll demonstrate the come or recall command right out of that stay. She comes in, sits right in front of him. And then we have an exercise called the finish. He's going to heel her right around the back of him and get her right back to his left-hand side heel position, and she sits.
Stay.
He'll demonstrate it one more time, has her in a sit, gives her a stay, out to the end of the leash.
Seven, come.
Calls her into him using her name. She comes, sits right in front, and then the finish, he heels her right around the back of him and gets her right back to his left-hand side heel position, and she sits. Nicely done.
Seven.
It's a good time to remind you want to practice all your commands with Seven, about 15 to 20 minutes a day. You can practice inside or outside your home and just incorporate the commands into your daily routine with her.
Seven.
Next, we're going to be showing you our down commands. The first is down from a heel position. Fred will use the open flat of his left palm straight down to the ground and the one-word firm command to down. He then gives her a stay and walks out to the end of that training leash. It's another great exercise to build up that self-control and maturity in Seven. You can start practicing this one at about 3 minutes and work your way up to about 5. Now as he returns back to her, he's going to walk all the way around her as he did on the sit stay, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. She holds that down throughout. He gives her some praise and heels her right out of it. We'll show you that down command one more time when they come back around. Now you see Seven's obeying her commands, but if for any reason she did not obey one of your commands, the first word out of your mouth is always no, followed by a tug and let go correction, and then you want to repeat the command you gave her, as it's always important to follow through with your commands. Now he gave her the down again and a stay, and back out to the end of that training leash.
Seven, come.
This time I demonstrate that come or recall command right out of the down position. She's going to come in, sit right in front of him.
Seven, heel.
And then the finish, he heels her right around the back of him and gets her right back to his left-hand side, and she'll sit. We'll give them a second to get lined up for a down from a distance command. This will be our down from a distance. You're going to have her in a sit, give her a stay, walk out to the end of your leash. It's the only time you use your right hand to give the command, and he drops her into a down from the end of the training leash. He'll then return back to her again by walking all the way around and right back to that left-hand side heel position.
Good girl.
Heels her right out of it. Now those are our basic commands we've worked on with her. He's going to show you a little bit. We've been working with her a little extra, so he's going to show you a little off-leash with her down. He gave her a down, he dropped the leash and walked away. Well, obviously we don't intend for you to do this the minute she comes home, especially with such a young puppy. You really have to practice the 15 to 20 minutes a day with the basic obedience on leash. This will just show you what you can start to build up to with her as long as you put in that 15 to 20 minutes a day. As he heels her out of it. Alright, we've demonstrated for you the basic obedience we've worked on with Seven here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Seven, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.